Okay, let's continue the journal entry for the repossession in the book of hirer. Okay, this is in the book of hirer. So just now we have already closed the machinery account and accumulated depreciation. Then we close the liability account, which is HP creditor and the deferred interest expense. Then we determine how much cash that is need to be paid, okay, or received. So just now we have made the previous calculation. Okay, we compare between the repossessed goods value plus total paid and compare with the amount payable, and we find that the differences of 2,894 is the amount that need to be paid by owner to hirer. So hirer will receive this payment, so that's why we debit cash in the book of hirer. Okay, now what's left? Okay, what's left here is the amount of loss on repossession. Okay, so the amount here is determined basically the difference between the carrying amount, okay, difference between the carrying amount of the asset from the fair value of the asset and minus the repossession cost. So that would give a loss of on repossession of 35,800. So with this, then so meaning that in the book of hirer, it will be a loss that need to be borne by the hirer, since even though he received cash here at the end, but actually he have to bear lots of interest and the cost. Okay, and it is a loss on repossession. Alright, so that's about the repossession in the book of hirer. Next, we're going to look at what is the repossession in the book of the owner. Okay, in the book of owner. So we're going to skip this slide, go to the slide where you have the repossession by owner. Okay, now remember, whenever it comes to owner, you always have to remember that when it comes to gross profit, there are two methods, okay, immediate and based on collection. Now, the repossession by owner, basically, you're gonna like check again on the difference between repossession value or not, repossession value and cost paid and the cash paid. Okay, with the amount payable. So basically what we're going to do in the book of owner is we're going to make the closing entry in the book of account receivable, and then make and closing entries for the deferred interest. And yeah, this is the only difference compared to the hirer book. Okay, in the book of owner, make sure you also close the deferred gross profit. Okay, so any repossession information must be transferred to the repossession account. So we create this account temporarily, but later on we will close this repossession account and transfer it to P&L. And at the end, what you need to do is you need to recognize whether there's a gain or loss from repossession. Okay, now let's look at the illustration 6. Okay, so illustration 6 here continue from illustration 5. So if you go back to illustration 5, okay, this illustration on Hijau Berhad. Okay, Hijau Berhad sold this machine to Mera on hire purchase. So the information that we have here is we have cost price. Okay, we have COGS, we have the cash price, and we have the deposits 1,000, and we have installments for 12 months, 11 months, and final installment. Okay, so this installment plus deposit will give you the higher purchase price, and the company use sum of years digit method to amortize interest. Okay, now let's assuming we have this information earlier, but this time, what is the repossession information? Okay. Now, assume that Hijab Berhad had repossessed the asset on 1st April 2018. Okay, because Merah has failed to make the areas, settle the installments since January 2018. So this means that the company, it began just now in May 2017, right? The hire purchase begins in May 2017. So the company has successfully made the installment for May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So it's been for 8 months already. Okay, but since January, February, March, the hirer has not made the installment. So Hijab Berhad decided to repossess the asset on 1st April. Okay, and supposedly Merah has an option whether they want to make the settlement, but seems like Merah failed to make the settlement and also failed to return the asset within 21 days. So what Hijab Berhad owner do? He repossessed the asset. Now, given that the best value of the asset at the date of repossession is 7,800, so this will give you indicate the repossessed goods value. Okay, then there is a repossession charge of 360, storage cost of 150, and repair of 230. So all these costs need to be paid by the hirer. Okay, and given also that the selling cost of the machine is expected to be 600, so this is also selling cost which need to be included. Alright, now determine the amount payable or claimable by hirer. So again, just like in the book of hirer, you need to decide whether the differences between the goods value and the amount paid, you compare with the amount payable. So you will decide whether the Hijab Berhad has to pay, whether the owner has to pay the difference, or is it can be claimed by hirer. Okay, sorry, the amount payable or claimable by hirer. The other way around, okay, but it's mean the same, meaning who will pay for this amount? Is it hirer or owner? Okay, then we're going to prepare the journal entry for the repossession. Okay, there are two methods here, okay, because just now in the book of owner you have two methods, either it is immediate recognition method or collection basis method. These differences is reflected when you when you want to calculate the deferred gross profit. Okay, other than that, it's all the same, but when it comes to a deferred gross profit, you need to make sure whether is it immediate method or collection basis method. Okay, we're going to look at that in the answers. So the first step, remember there's a repossession, either in the book of hirer or owner. You need to check who need to pay for the differences. Okay, this is always, this is the formula used. Okay, repossessed good value basically refer to the fair value of the asset on the repossession date, which is like this one, 7,800, minus cost to sell. So we're gonna deduct cost to sell of 600, then minus any repossession, storage and repair cost. Repossession, storage and repair cost. So everything will be deducted from the assets value. So repossessed good value, the amount is 6,460. Then we're going to add with the total payment that has been made so far. So the total payment is the deposits of 1,000 plus the payment that has been made so far, which is from May 2017 until December 2017, which is 8 months. Okay, 780 installment times 8 months. So the total payment is 7,240. So this would give you a total of, basically, if you add them up, 6,460 plus 7240, total of 13,700. Okay, so we're going to compare with the amount payable. So how we calculate, in the book of owner, it will be amount receivable. So how much is the amount receivable? So it will be based on the higher purchase price, okay, which is the deposit of 1,000 plus total installment. Okay, total installment is 780 times 11 months plus 770 for 1 month. So altogether, the higher purchase price is 10,350. Okay, but make sure you minus the statutory rebate, which actually the interest that will not incurred on the higher purchase, on the hirer. So how do we determine this 11? Is because owner also use the sum of years digit to determine the amount. So it's basically 1. It's actually represent for the month of April. Okay, the statutory rebate entitled is only for 1 month. Okay, because if you look at back the questions, okay, repossess the asset on 1st April. So yeah, meaning only 1 month, because this high purchase supposed to end by May 2018. So only for April, they're gonna the interest on April will not be charged. Okay, will be there's a rebate on this amount. So make sure 1 divide by total sum of 12 times the total interest of 850. So 11 ringgit. 11 ringgit here we deducted from the amount receivable, so that will give 10,339. Okay, now we check the differences between the amount payable, between the repossessed goods value plus total payment. Okay, 6460 plus 7240 minus 10,339, which is the amount receivable. So looks like which one is higher? This one, okay, is 13,700. So basically hirer let go 13,700 higher than the amount receivable of 10,339. So in this case, owner has to pay hirer of 3,361. Okay, owner pay, or meaning another way is hirer can claim this amount. So amount claimable by hirer of 3,361. Okay, now you have calculated the amount that need to be paid. Now we're gonna prepare the journal entry. So let's prepare the journal entry on the date of repossession. So the first step is make sure all interest revenue has been recorded or has been charged up to the repossession date. So okay, so the company need to recognize first the interest revenue for January, February, March. Okay, the month that the company has not received an installment yet. So probably the company has not charged or has not recognized the interest revenue yet. So we're going to recognize this interest revenue for January, February, and March. So this is the digit associated to this particular month. Divide by total sum of years digit. Okay, n plus 1 divided by 2 times total interest of 850. So the amount is 98, and we debit deferred interest revenue of 98. Then we also need to record for the statutory rebate. Okay, how we record for statutory rebate here? Basically, you're gonna reduce your account receivable 11 ringgit, and basically you close this deferred interest revenue account of 11 ringgit. So basically there is no more balance in your deferred interest revenue. Okay, all has been charged. Then you're gonna now you're gonna open up a repossession account. So we're gonna prepare a repossession account to enter the amount to close the account receivable.